is the Jaffel Report.
What if a bathtub racer from Nanaimo, or Nanaimo, British Columbia, became an unlikely geopolitical bargaining chip?
Hey, it's your West Coast Canadian boomer with a personal observation on the newfound uses for bathtub racing. Right after this. This Jaffel Report brought to you by 420guidedmeditation.ca. That's the number 420guidedmeditation.ca.
Picture this.
A U.S. Navy destroyer parks itself in English Bay
To protect trade interests.
effectively blockading the Port of Vancouver. Now, imagine a modified Nanaimo Bathtub boat, the kind Frank Ney once championed with pirate flair, zipping toward that destroyer, packed with firecrackers and a Canadian Tire tarp labeled,
Courtesy of Swy-a-Lana Lagoon.
would it sink a warship? Of course not. But symbolically, it'd blow a hole in their whole PR strategy.
Let's unpack this.
The Great Bathtub Race began in 1967 as a centennial lark, with folks bolting motors to tubs and racing across the Georgia Strait, according to VancouverIsAwesome.com. Frank Ney, our pirate mayor, turned it into a legacy of absurdity mixed grit. Fast forward to today, bathtubs are now fiberglass speed demons.
But the spirit remains.
DIY ingenuity and a middle finger to taking life too seriously. If Washington ever tried flexing in our backyard, Vancouver Islanders might just revive that ethos. You brought a destroyer? We brought 200 bathtubs. Good luck on explaining this to CNN.
Consequences?
Well, first, the Vancouver Sun would run headlines like,
Naval blockade meets rubber ducky resistance.
memes of tubs encircling the destroyer captioned,
Sorry, eh?
would trend globally. Tourism spikes as Instagrammers flock to English Bay for selfies with the bathtub flotilla of defiance. Maritime lawyers, meanwhile, would spend weeks debating whether a vessel registered under the
Loyal Nanaimo Bathtub Society.
counts as civilian craft under international law. Economically, BC ferries might pivot to bathtub rentals. Local breweries debut Naval Blockade IPA.
The real chaos, though, would be diplomatic.
Ottawa, caught between NATO negotiations and provincial absurdity, issues a statement.
Canada respects freedom of navigation, and also Frank Ney's right to posthumously win this round.
The U.S. Secretary of Defense, bewildered, mutters at a press conference,
Are they serious?
and the Nanaimo Tubber replies via TikTok,
Nah, we just like racing, but maybe dock elsewhere, eh?
darkly hilarious? Sure. But beneath the satire lies a West Coast truth. We've always thrived on blending resilience with whimsy.
Blockade our port? We'll throw a festival.
The bathtub race survived storms, sinkings,
And questionable 70s mustaches.
according to Defense Visual Information Distribution Services. A naval standoff would just be Tuesday. Who am I, you ask? Just another friendly observer. Call me Jaffo.
The Jaffel Report.ca.
The Jaffel Report is downloadable from wherever you get your podcasts from. That's the JaffelReport.ca.
Life can be overwhelming, and sometimes we all need a moment to recharge. I initially discovered guided meditation back in my 40s, but neglected it until my heart attack in my 60s. Eventually, I started recording my own guided meditations, and now I'd like to share them with the public. Whether you prefer a simple, soothing voice or a rich experience by adding music with ambient sounds, I've got you covered. The meditation sessions start at $4.20 each. The first 3 are free. Visit 420guidedmeditation.ca. That's the number 420guidedmeditation.ca. And start your journey to inner calm. Your path to peace is just a click away. This Canuck Boomer thanks you for your time, and we'll catch up with you again soon.